Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome. Good evening. I definitely came on because I wanted to bring some awareness to a webinar that I am going to be joining tomorrow to learn about. And of course, I want to share with you guys. I need to start coming live on my YouTube channel more often, guys. Definitely. I need to start coming live more often over here. All right. I need to start coming live more often over here. Mhm. All right, guys. So remember, don't forget to tell a friend, to tell another friend, to tell another friend to hit the subscribe button, like, share, and leave a comment after you watch the vlogs. Now, many of you may have known of some of my or how should I say this? Many of you may know some of my what has happened to me in the past, right? I have spoken a little bit on it. I wouldn't say I've spoken in depth, but I've spoken a bit on it, on the fact that I was in a 11-year abusive relationship slash marriage with my ex partner. And with that being said, I had to make a decision for myself and for my child in the end. And so I was able to leave that situation, and here I am today. But anyways, guys, the Supreme Court of Canada has recently passed a claim, a tort claim, where uh I guess I'm speaking from a woman's point of view because I am a woman. So where a woman can definitely file a intimate partner violence tort claim, and I thought I would share tomorrow at 1 p.m. there is a website. It's called Luke's Place, LUKESPLACE.ca. So Luke's Place, they're actually having a webinar tomorrow. So I'll show you guys on my other phone. So Luke's Place, the website looks like this. Right? And once you go on it, you will go to um so basically you can scroll. Let me show you guys. So you can scroll, right? And then once you go on it, this right here, this webinar, Tort, the Tort of Intimate Partner Violence in Canada. And they're going to be having a webinar tomorrow at 1 p.m. You can go on and you can register. Click to register. Once you click to register, it's going to take you into another page, and you're just going to register and they will be able to send you the information. Now, from what I'm seeing here, it says description. This webinar will look at the history of the groundbreaking case, Hawali versus Hawali, and consider what the majority decision of the Supreme Court of Canada means for survivors of intimate partner violence in Canada. Designed for non lawyers, the webinar will help participants understand how the new tort of IPV, intimate partner violence, and the Awala decision will impact civil and family law cases and other proceedings in court and beyond. So the panel will consist of Kuldeep Ahluwalia, which is the actual individual who went into the Supreme Court with her matter and had it tried there. So you'll also see her. So this is her, right? If you go on right now, you'll see for yourself. So if you go on, her name's Kuldeep Ahluwalia, is a Canadian citizen who hails from, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, but she hails from India and has been a resident of Ontario for 2 decades now. Kuldeep has worked as a teacher, radio announcer with All Indian Radio. She has released books and has also conducted theater workshops for children while living in India under the banner of her own organization, Kayanat's Arts. Don't quote me, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her information properly. Before migrating to Canada. A survivor of family violence, she self-represented herself during an 11-day long family court trial to fight for her rights, which led to landmark judgment of violence, which will allow those who have suffered harm through intimate partner violence to seek damages. Kuldeep has since become a voice of hope for many others in the same situation. Guys, when I tell you that this is actually like, it's a big deal for a person to have gone through intimate partner violence, especially feeling like you have no voice, if you have no actual proof in terms of it happened to you, but you don't have the marks or anything to show. Guys, this is a big deal. It's a big deal for persons of intimate partner violence. So I would say to you guys, go ahead, type in LUKESPLACE.ca, go on to their page, register for the webinar. It will be at 1 p.m. tomorrow. And there's going to be, so this person, Kuldeep Ahluwalia, she's actually the person who spent 11 days in family court fighting to make sure that this could take effect. And I'm sure many of us are, elated to know that this law was passed, the bill was passed at the supreme level. It doesn't get better than that. The supreme level, it does not get better than that. Doesn't. Many of you know this is something that's near and dear to my heart because I myself have been in a domestic violence relationship. I am no longer a victim. I am now a survivor and I can share my story. I have shared snippets of, like why I filed for my divorce, the fact that I got through with my divorce, but there is a lot more that I will share with you guys. There's a lot more to come in the future. Of course, I'm sure that many of you would have seen that this individual kills his life to talk about me. But yes, guys. Hi, Moylan. Hi, welcome to the live. But at the end of the day, guys, gonna know me always I go pull up with the receipts, right? But my thing is I want to use my platform to empower other women because I honestly could not see what my today is when I was in it then. And with that being said, I want to encourage another woman who may be going through domestic violence in their relationship. Just know that you are much more than that situation. Like, learn to choose yourself. I think the issue is that many of us, we are so dedicated to the other person that we don't choose ourselves, right? So With that being said, that would be my one advice to you. I will come and I will share a lot more. I do want to do a vlog that speaks on um leaving the narcissist, like steps that you like, just a guide of effective ways of leaving that narcissistic person, because I think a lot of times, especially when there is domestic violence involved, a lot of times one of the biggest mistakes we make is to announce the fact that we are leaving. You never want to do that, and that is one of the biggest mistakes that we make, right? So I am going to share a lot more on my channel. I definitely have some topics that I would like to cover. So one of them, of course, is um 10 steps of effectively leaving the narcissist. Another one that I want to share is, what how trauma has affected me. And, I'll also share with you guys, I am in therapy, and with doing my therapy, it has opened my eyes to a lot of things, especially the fact that I allowed someone to actually treat me the way they treated me. So, with that being said, there's a lot more to share with you guys. I definitely want to give my own personal experience on what it was like going through the family court system. So there's a lot that I would like to share, and I will do that slowly and eventually. I just ask that you guys be patient.